Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Jellica Express. Today we're going to discuss about the cargo van business. People have been asking me how to start this business, and there is a lot at stake. There is a lot to consider before you starting the business. Before you even go to buy a van, you should first of all consider to have your business registered. So you have to come up with the type of business you want to do. Of course, it's a transportation business. You will have to decide on what type of cargo would you like to ship, and then once you come up with a product or loads you'd like to ship. Would you like to go local or would you like to go over the road, that is OTR? Then after you put all those facts into consideration, that's when you go and have your business registered. You come up with a name that is eye-catching. The name should create a sense of belonging, maybe to your employees. You should have a name that represents your brand. When your vehicle is seen outside, when your vehicle is seen on the road, they should be able to identify that company. And then after you have gotten your brand name, you have registered your company with the authorities, you have gotten your EAN, you need to open an account for the business. You don't want to mix your business with your personal things, because this registration has to be an LLC. LLC separates your personal life with your business. So after that, what you should do is go out there and purchase a vehicle. So when you're looking for a vehicle, this is what you should consider: the type of loads you're carrying. So because you cannot go looking for a small or maybe a small van and you expect to get bigger loads. So in this case, you go for, I would recommend you go for the biggest. In the market, we have Freightliners, we have Dodge, we have Mercedes-Benz, and we also have what do we call this? We also have Ford. But on my experience, I would recommend a Mercedes-Benz. That is a 2500. It is a high roof, 72 feet, and it is also extended. It's long. It can be able to hold 4 pallets at a go. So and it will be able to carry more load. That way, when you buy that vehicle, it's going to give you a good service, because you will be at an advantage when the loads are put out there, either on the load board, or maybe you're working for a certain company and they require a certain load to be ferried from point A to point B, and the vehicles that are online, they are small or shorter. Yours is going always to count. You're going to get the best loads. After you have acquired a vehicle, this is now the total work begins here. We have apps, and the apps, I wouldn't say the apps are bad. They are good. They will keep your van on the road at all times. We also have working with brokers. Brokers are also good. They will also keep your van very busy. And we also have now companies. You have to attach yourself with a certain company, get a contract, and that way you will be 100% that I'll get loads every day. I tried all of those. I first tried the apps. The apps, they didn't work so well, because I have this van. I'm supposed to pay this amount of money every month for the insurance, and then I'm supposed also to pay this amount of money for the van every month. So when you're going out there to work with the apps, you will expect, you will find that they will pay you less amount. It is not that it will not contain the fuel, the wear and tear, the insurance, and the revenue that you're supposed to pay every month for the vehicle. And also you need to save for the vehicle, and you also need to save for yourself. You need, I mean, the vehicle is supposed to pay you. So if you go for these jobs that are paying cheap money, it's not gonna work for you. You're not gonna last for long. You're going to find yourself selling the van. And again, the apps, you will not get jobs all the time, because it depends. If there is something, they will put it out there. If there is nothing, you stay like that. The other thing is, you look for this there are companies that work as brokers. They will keep you on toes all the time, but now their problem is they want you to bid for these loads. So you find that you will bid for this load at this certain amount of money, but the problem is there was another driver that drove all the way from another maybe state, and he is in your region, and he's only looking for a load to go back. So if you're charging like 500, he's only looking for like 200, 300, maybe for the fuel to go back. So you find that most of the time you'll not be on the job, because you bid for 500, someone else is bidding for 300 or 400. That's the problem of these brokers with the bidding thing. I personally, I hate that. And I have companies that I was working with doing that, and I found myself going back to my pocket for gas and other expenses. I almost sold my van because it was just frustrating for me, and it will be for you too if you go that route. So the secret here is have the apps, get to know some of the brokers, and also look for a company. There are so many companies out there. Look for a company that will give you a contract Monday through Friday. Even if you get like 2 loads in a day and you're able to make 500 a day, you are in the business. Just 2 loads and you get 500. That is good for that, for a start. And then once you've started working with them, you build relationship with customers, you will know 1 or 2 things. That way you can change your business to go to other places. Like you can start doing like long distance, because right now you know you know the routes, you know where the loads are coming from and where they are going to. I don't know if there is any more to that. That is the only thing, I mean, the secret of this business. It's only having a vehicle, knowing where the loads are coming from, what rates they are getting you to ship the loads for, and then what are your expenses. You don't just take any load because it's out there. Because like for me, the first load I took, I did 280 almost 300 miles, and I was only paid $200. I did not put in mind that I'm supposed to go and come back. So 300 miles times 2, that is 600 miles for $200. That doesn't make sense. But I had to do it because that was my first job. I needed to see how these things are going. You will realize when you're starting this business, the first month or first 2 months, you will have to use a lot of your pocket to fuel your vehicle, and some of other expenses you have to eat on the road, maybe buy 1 or 2 things. You have to buy like straps and all these other things before you start using now the money that you're getting, maybe the first check that is from the company that you are working with. You will need some money out of your pocket to keep your vehicle running. And with that said, if you have any question, please comment down below, and I will be sure to answer all of your questions. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. We love you. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.